All right, welcome back, my coinaholics. So today we're going to talk about an upcoming release by the U.S. Mint, and it's generally one of the bigger summertime releases. Normally during the summer, things kind of slow down a little bit, but there are a few coins and products and whatnot that certainly gain a lot of attention every summer. Now, the product that we're going to talk about here today is going to be the brand new 2022 Silver Proof set. All right, so I'm going to get my phone ready here because we're going to do a little bit of math. And the math is how much is the actual raw product going to be inside the product that you're receiving? Because because due to inflation and just everything going on today, prices have certainly risen all across the board for anything. I mean, I almost puked my guts out getting a tank of gas this morning. So yeah, and I'm in California, so you kind of put two and two together, and then you get that. So not exactly a thing to talk about in the course of trying to figure out what one of the newest coin sets is going to be going for. Now, the 2022 Silver Proof set differs greatly this year because there's more coins in it. But does that necessarily mean that there's more extra added kind of value to it? That's a great question. I mean, at first glance, you're going to say, yeah, because, Sean, Blue, there's three more additional silver quarters that they're shoehorning in this. Now, it's a regular set, all right? A regular quantity of coins prior to last year when we only had two silver quarters. All the other subsequent sets during the period in which the America the Beautiful quarter program was still running all had 5 quarters in each and every single silver proof set. So your 2020, your 19s, 18s, 17s, going all the way back. The only difference is the prices between what it is now and what it was, say, 5 years ago is nearly double. So there's a lot to unwrap here as far as the overall value of the coins. But to kind of take a look at things at the melt value kind of perspective of it, as of right now, silver price is at $21.83. That's important. This set right here is going to go on sale on the 23rd, which is just a stone throws away. Normally, the silver market generally dips during this time of year. Now, let's just assume that the price is going to be rather similar to the way it is today. Each of the 5 quarters that you see here in this lens is going to be worth around $4 a piece melt value. So right there we have $20. If we're going to go ahead and just kind of spitball and check out the Candy half dollar 90%, that has a value of $7.90. Let's call it $8. So right there we're at $28. The Roosevelt dime, we're going to be looking there at being $1.58. All right, so just for kind of keeping the math simple, let's just go ahead and go all the way up to $2. Even though that's a pretty big difference there for a 90% silver dime. So that's the count, the full count of all of the silver actually, they're not 90%. Those are 999 fine coins. The prices I gave you are for 90% because I'm using my Coinflation app to do a quick little kind of number crunching there. So altogether, we're looking at about $30 in silver melt value. You could make the argument it's somewhere between $30 and $32 by the time we factor in the 999 fine silver composition difference. All right. So, and then there is the matter of the Lincoln cent, the nickel, and then the dollar coin. Okay, you're really not going to add too much value there. The coins by themselves, the Lincoln cent you could probably sell for $1 or $2 on the secondary market, and this is assuming that people are actually going to be cracking out these sets for whatever reason. It used to be that folks like to buy these in quantity. They'll crack out the sets and then they'll sell the individual coins at a marked up value. Like say the silver proof quarters. If we were looking at, like a 5 year ago kind of plan to resell these people were probably selling them for between $8 and $10. Okay, and at that point in time, silver price was relatively close, but not quite where it is today. Now, there is something to be said about the adjusted market premium for any sort of silver. Silver Eagles, for example, do not sell at $22 an ounce. They just don't. They sell for a considerable amount more, maybe $29, $30. So there's that kind of $8 to $10 premium that's associated. Now, if you're able to get those for a lot lower, closer to what the melt value is, you're on easy street. But at the end of the day, yes, we have a very beautiful presentation here. I mean, I like that little slip silver proof set cover. It looks great, but is it worth the extra $70 that you're going to be paying for the set? There's, there is the back of the or the back of the inner slip box, or the back of the box that has the American women detailed on there, which I think is a really cool look on there. I mean, all in all, okay, the mint actually did not really skimp on the details. I think the print and the artistic quality of the slipcase is exceptional. Of course, when it comes to comparing this to some of the other worldwide mints that do a much better presentation job at these sets, I think the U.S. mint certainly is like one step back from a lot of those mints. But here we are. We're looking at $105 for the set price. They're all produced at the San Francisco Mint. There is currently no mintage or product limit. These are basically mint to demand. All right. So if you on the 23rd elected to go on and say purchase 100 sets of these, you could certainly do that. And then the mint will produce however many they need to fill not only a par level, but to also fill up all of the orders. Now, let's go ahead and kind of talk a little bit about why this is $105, other than the fact that inflation is playing a little bit of a kind of, playing a little bit of a role in all of this. But also consider that the U.S. Mint, in case you guys haven't been researching how they're performing and how they're selling and things like that, have all of a sudden decided to switch the way they fulfill these products, okay? And that they're doing the enrollment programs. We're seeing that on the American Women rolls, all right? We're seeing that on the Silver Eagle program, among a few other programs. They're trying to solidify the demand for the product and make sure that there's a cap to it, all right? And that's the big reason why that some of those products are highly coveted on the secondary market. Who would have thought that a full roll of brand new 2022 S Business Strike American Women quarters would sell for $150 a roll? I mean, it's insane to me to think about that. But with the mintages around 300,000 pieces for that quarter or less, I mean, you can make the argument that it is a kind of a key date. All right, and it's a product that's only available through the U.S. Mint website, much like the silver proof set. All right, so you got to be absolutely careful how you're kind of shopping for these, and what your ultimate goal is going to be. Are you going to buy these to ultimately add to your collection? Maybe you buy a silver proof set every year. If that's the case, then the argument I'm making is probably not going to matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Okay, it's going to be pretty invalid. All right, you're probably going to hit the dislike button. All right, leave the video and then go on about your day. But for the people that actually go in here and buy these in quantity for the prospect of reselling or something else, you have to be absolutely careful. And here's the big reason why. Okay, $105 is quite stiff. But does that all play into the premium of the silver? I'm going to say no. Because guess what? The Mint still has the 7-coin 2021 sets still available from last year for $105 as well. So that would mean that this particular set would be a complete and total ripoff, especially when you have the brand new 2022s with 3 extra silver quarters in it selling for the same amount of money. It just doesn't seem or make any sense, right? So this in hindsight is just the static value of the product, right? It's like going to Walmart and you need to buy, a pack of razor blades. And one day, like the last time you bought them was in January, okay, because you bought the Mega 20 pack and it was, say, $20. And then you go back because you need more today and come to find out that those razors, and we're going to use a little bit of the Walmart kind of code. Now it's $27.87. They always kind of end the pricing at some weird little number. All right, $27.87. So there's a huge inflation markup for the product because it's costing more to produce them. The price of fossil fuels has gone through the roof. So being able to transfer these on a truck or what have you is a lot more expensive to transport these days. And, paying your employees is a little bit more expensive too, even though I still firmly believe that people all around the country, from teachers to retailers to massage therapists and all that other, everybody is still grossly underpaid in conjunction or compared to the amount of money it costs to buy a tube of toothpaste. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm going to work my 9 to 5 and put in 40, 50 hours a week. So that way, for every 1 hour of work I do, guys, I can get myself a gallon of milk. Shoot. Yeah, hit me on the arm with a good old fist and then, call it good. It's like, we're not quite to the point where we're robbing Peter to pay Paul, but, some people are doing that. And, when it comes to stuff like this, being that it's I'm not going to say it's an infinite amount of sets that's available. It certainly is finite because there's going to be a time in about 2 years where this product will shut off, and then the U.S. Mint will be in 2024. They're not going to care about this set. They're going to be looking at that particular year's product lineup. So you could order 10,000 of these sets if you wanted to at release. They will certainly fulfill it for you because there's no finite mintage or product limit. There's always going to be enough to go around because they're going to mint these by demand. And especially if you're paying $105 per set, I mean, there is such a huge profit margin here, guys, at work, that they will produce 100,000 sets for you, no questions asked. So at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we're ultimately buying these for the right reasons. And it's really hard to turn a profit these days because there's so much inflation, all right? And people are getting to the point where enough is enough, all right? The price of gas can continue to go up and up and up and up. But I guarantee you, if in California the price of gas hits, say, $6.50 a gallon, it's going to change the way people go about their daily business. They're going to commute less. They're going to forego that vacation, all right, that road trip, the camping trip, whatever. People will make drastic decisions. They're going to trim the fat. This is going to be one of those here. This might even lead to a much smaller overall mintage limit by the time it's all said and done. But do not get caught in the deer in the headlights look, trying to figure out if this is going to be the right product to buy today, because it is offered at such an inflated value that you're not going to see any sort of return on it if that's your ultimate motive. All right, so we understand that the 2021 Pro sets and the 2022s are the same price, all right, just different quantities of coins. I guess you would be dumb to buy last year's model because it has 3 less coins. Now, considering that 2022s are still available through the U.S. Mint, how are they performing on the secondary market? Well, I brought up eBay and have showed the last 90 days of market activity. So we're just going to go and kind of pick through the 2021 full proof sets. Our first one here that sold June 8th sold for $89.95 shipped. If you wanted, I guess, the best possible deal, more than likely you're going to go on eBay and try and find your deal. Free shipping. You do have to pay tax unless you live in a state that doesn't have sales tax. But this is $15 less. Now, you might pay tax and end up paying more, but you still have to pay shipping for the product on the U.S. Mint website. Let's see if we can find another 2 or 3 here to kind of understand. Well, one thing I can tell you, there's not too many of last year's proof sets being sold on the secondary market. As you can see, there's plenty of other product that's being sold. A lot of Silver Eagle stuff. The 2 coin set from 2000 from last year. I'm still saying this is a huge bargain, guys, because it's a transitional year, and that is something that you should absolutely pick up 1 or 2 of them at at a price that's say under $200. I think that would be just awesome. Here's the two silver proof quarter sets. Someone picked up the pair for $40, which seems like a lot, but people will buy whatever they want to buy, and they'll justify the price. Here's another one right here. So this is a full complete set of last year's model. So with shipping, and this one's been bid up organically with 4 bids, ended up selling for $92.99. All right, so again, still way under what the U.S. Mint is charging at that $105 price level. Here's another one here, $99 with 6 bids. So, if you picked them up for $105 a piece, you're not absolutely getting super hammered. All right, because people are realizing that there is a little bit of a collectability type of aspect, but you can see that there is also the ceiling. And it's not quite a glass ceiling at that. I think we've hit just the overall peak at what the market is willing to accept and to pay for this. Because ultimately, the market is rejecting that $105 price point that the U.S. Mint is offering for the sets because of what we're seeing here on the secondary market for last year's sets. So let's see if we can find a few more. Here's another one here. Now this one, more reasonable, did sell for $113.95. Just a few bucks cheaper. Okay, someone saw that, decided, I didn't want to deal with all of the bidding. I'll just go ahead and buy this one. So, I'm not going to say it's a true discount because it's $8.95 over what the U.S. Mint has them at. So maybe there's just a little bit of lack of kind of research here and try, if they were wanting to buy one of these, obviously you would check the U.S. Mint website before pressing the button on this one here. Let's see. There's still some of the limited edition proof sets from last year, which is quite attractive, but it's not for everyone. Let's see. I'll show you a few more and I'll let you guys go. But just kind of like a quick little PSA on what these are all about. Here's another one for $98 shipped. 13 bids. That's from a few days ago on the 5th. And finally, there's the 2 coin silver proof quarters. $52. There's a little bit of a market for those. But piecing out all the coins and putting them together, you're still not going to make your 105 at the end of the day. You'll lose out, especially again, this only applies really if you're looking to do a little quick flip deal on eBay. And here's another one here, $100 shipped. So that's it. Yeah, just wanted to let you guys know that this will be live and on sale here in about 2 weeks. I believe a Tuesday, right? That's the 23rd or Wednesday. I don't know. But, if you're looking for the set because it's going to add to your collection and you collect these once every year, then it's fine. The 105 isn't a horrible amount of money to spend. I think that if the price had jumped up to like 115 to 120 or 125, I would certainly pause on buying that and just pick one up for a little bit cheaper on eBay or some other area where these are being sold at, and you're going to do much better that way. But do we accept or expect any sort of other price increases between now and when the product goes on sale or in the foreseeable future, like in 2023 on the proof sets? I think the nation has kind of gone to this kind of capped out ceiling of inflation that we're seeing. Just based off of the overall sentiment that you're hearing in the media, on social media between everybody is making a big stink about how everything is so expensive, from normal consumer goods to gasoline to automobiles, and people are kind of voicing their displeasure, and people are actually making quick little different judgment calls about what they're going to do this summer. But yeah, it's a very interesting topic. One in which that obviously, it could be a horse beaten to death type of topic, but it's always good to put it into perspective because this is one of the more popular selling sets throughout the summer all the way up till about fall season, and then things kind of tail off there. So people are gonna, they're gonna want to go in and buy the set through the first few months, but also at the same time trying to level out the perspective a little bit that there's no free easy profit to be made with the set as of right now because things have maxed out. I think the coin market in general has maxed out, and we're going to see either a plateau or a slight dip in the overall market throughout the summer. Regardless if the market continues to trudge on as normal with just like higher than expected sales of regular type coins, I think things like this that's available in kind of like an endless supply type of conversation is ultimately going to be a flat seller in the near future. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm your host Sean with good old Blue Ridge Silverhound. Hopefully you guys had a kind of a little bit of an interest in this topic. Yeah, if you guys want it, it's a great looking set. All right, the American Women's Series of Quarters. It has been a pretty good performer so far on not only the secondary market, but coming off of the US Mint website, their enrollments have sold out. But you guys take care. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'm also on TikTok. I'm going to be posting more videos here throughout the summer. We're going to load it up on there. So if you guys like the much quicker bursts of information, like the 20-second, 30-second videos, that's the place. And I'm also going to be uploading more shorts on YouTube. So you guys take care. Have a good one. And yeah, this is Blue Ridge. See ya.